Hey everybody, off the top rope, off the mic sports network here. So let's talk more about the topic du jour, the quintessential topic dominating all of professional wrestling, and that is the one John Cena heel turn. Um, so there's a lot of discussion about where this is going to go, but I want to establish this very quickly about what is going to happen. And I know a lot of people are already starting to theorize how this is going to go. And some people have come up with the idea that John Cena will win his 17th championship as a babyface. I'm here to tell you, if John Cena loses at WrestleMania, I don't know what we're doing. John Cena is winning his 17th world title in the main event of WrestleMania 41. People will say, well, but you're having a heel win the championship. Guys, it's John Cena winning his 17th title with The Rock endorsing him. What happens after that could be freaking crazy, especially after what happened last year. So I'm here to tell you, and I have great respect for a lot of people in the industry who've thrown it out there that John Cena will just win his 17th championship at the end. Guys, what this immediately became about and why I think that this John Cena heel turn is one of the most shocking and most epic moments in the history of professional wrestling is because when we were promised the John Cena retirement tour back last year in July, when we were promised that, we were thinking it was going to be nostalgia. It was going to be, all rainbows and everything. It was going to be old school. We love John Cena. And it was going to be, okay, the 17th title. It's going to be just a cheesy moment. He'll get it. We'll all be happy. Yay. What this became about is Cody Rhodes. This is not about John Cena. And this is why I love this so much. This is not an ego move. This is not a power play or anything like that, depending on how you feel about The Rock. I think The Rock has made some epic moments, and he's a big part of this, but I also think he could have kind of stayed out of the way, post-event press conferences, whatnot. But I'm really fascinated to see, how John Cena carries himself. Does he get rid of the jorts? Does he get rid of the shoes? Does he get rid of the custom merch? Does he start coming out in a suit? That's the part of this that's going to be really interesting. But I am here to tell you definitively, 1000%, John Cena is beating Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania. And I have absolutely no fucking problem with that. That is the 100% right decision to do. Because if you are going to tell me that you are going to do the one thing that nobody in professional wrestling thought would ever happen after 22 years, just to have John Cena lose? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's no story there. What's the point? And also, side note, I love Cody to death. I think he's been a great champion. He's maxed out as the champion at this point, in my opinion. And that's not saying that that's a bad thing. He's been the champion for a year. He's had a great run. But what makes a great babyface is a great chase of a championship. And Cody Rhodes losing his title to this corrupt Hollywood elitist group in The Rock and John Cena and conquering it at the end of John Cena's retirement tour. And then you could also get John Cena endorsing Cody Rhodes at the end, realizing the error of his ways of selling out and going against everything he stood for the last 20 years and doing that. That is such a great story. We thought that this WrestleMania build was dull. My goodness, in the last 24 hours, it has become a fucking just a cacophony, just a crazy amount of ideas that are just floundering all over the place. But again, the big takeaway, there's two big takeaways from this whole thing that we haven't really talked about. This heel turn is not about John Cena. As much as we're making it about John Cena, this is about Cody Rhodes. And I said it on a previous video. He is already cementing himself as one of the greatest baby faces in the history of this industry. He has gotten two of the most universally beloved pro wrestling baby faces in The Rock and John Cena to turn heel. Think about that. He got a movement of people to trump The Rock versus Roman Reigns, a match that we have been clamoring for 10 plus years. And John Cena, in his final year in this industry, after years of begging Vince McMahon to do it, finally greenlit the most shocking heel turn in 30 years. the only thing that I can think of that is even remotely close to this. People will talk about Seth Rollins. Guys, all due respect to Seth Rollins, that was cementing him as Hulk Hogan at Bash at the Beach in 1996 is the moment that changed this industry for what it is. Because WCW was kind of just not really thought of as a competitor. It formed the NWO, which shocked the system. This may not be at that level, but from a modern wrestling perspective, this is as big of a fucking deal as Hulk Hogan turning heel. Because John Cena has been that guy since 2003, 2004. 20 plus years. He, like I said, he was last a heel at the end of 2003. So to do this and give up his retirement tour, which could have easily been just a nostalgia money grab, to do this as a heel and give this to Cody Rhodes. Again, this is not about John Cena at all. It shows you what a giving guy that he is. He understands what this is going to mean and what it's going to mean for business. And yes, I understand that people are going to look at me saying, well, Mike, he's going to win the championship in the most cheap way possible. It's like, guys, do you realize if Cody Rhodes wins it back from him and conquers that elitist group, it's going to make him even 10 times more of the star than he is, because he would have conquered The Rock and John Cena. This is unbelievable storytelling. And I don't know about some of the intricacies that we might reveal that we might have seen it before. Like we talked about what we saw with John Cena post Royal Rumble, just basically putting himself in the Elimination Chamber and then just going away for a month. There was that. This was a great point out by a lot of people on the internet. John Cena just immediately going after CM Punk after Seth Rollins stomped him in the chamber was completely against everything that John Cena has ever represented. John Cena and CM Punk had a match. This is one of the greatest wrestling matches I've ever seen in my life. Money in the Bank 2011 in Chicago. CM Punk in kayfabe was leaving. And Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, both terrible people, but we're talking about from a character perspective. They were trying to screw over CM Punk and have John Cena win. John Cena just stopped it and said, no, I'm not doing it that way. But in this moment, he did it against a guy that he hugged earlier in the match. So I also saw images. John Cena was granting Make-A-Wish stuff for kids like right before the event. Like, oh my goodness. This is real, people. This is really real, people. And what I want people to understand is I think all of this is going to lead to Cody Rhodes coming out an even bigger deal than he already was. He's already cemented himself as one of the best baby faces, but he can go down as one of the great figures in professional wrestling as a baby face. Everybody wants him to turn heel. F that, man. This is validating type stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support on the content. We're looking into potentially doing some more live streams here. Thanks to everybody who was in the Elimination Chamber live stream, joining me and my sister from the Peanut Gallery. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.